He eats like crazy, loves to make lots of noises, and we're gonna build you a bigger enclosure here, buddy. All right. Hey everyone, we have some work to do today. So tomorrow we have 2 new tortoises coming to the sanctuary. We have a redfoot and a golden Greek. Super excited about both of these. And as we all know, when you get a new tortoise, you got to make sure that you have the appropriate enclosure for them. So I'll give you guys a pan here of what we're looking at. Of course, there's Mugs. I'll show you around. This is Rawhide's enclosure right now. He's up under here. I'll show you all him in a minute. But I had some box turtles in here, which I've moved to the box turtle enclosure, which is back over there. And so we're going to clear out this whole area and open it up. I've got too much of a gap on both sides here, and while I was hoping that we would be already moved over to the other side of the sanctuary by now, no such luck. We're still working on that, and I can give y'all updates here shortly. Over here we have Fred's enclosure. Let's see if we can find Fred. Oh, Fred's hanging out all the way in the back. Hey Fred. Fred is an Eastern Hermans. And over here we have Rodney Danger Tort. Hey Hot Rod. I'll give you some more water here in a minute, buddy. So I have work to do all in this general area. Going to clean all of this up, move a bunch of the potted plants, pull up a whole bunch of, I think there's weed barrier underneath that weed fabric, so we'll get that up and out of there. And this here, while I'm videoing, is one of our heated dog houses or tortoise houses. We utilize these Inkbird Wi-Fi, oh there's a spider on there, thermometers, and they're fantastic. This one, what we ended up doing, oh gosh, can you guys see him? It's a giant spider. You're huge, dude. This is the nature of being outdoors, the nature of nature. Anyway, we call this the duplex. So it has 2 entrances. There's Cooper over there. Cooper is a 23-year-old Sulcata. And this is Pan. And Pan lives on this side. And so they both have ramps that they can go up into. And there's a divider down the middle so they cannot interact with each other. And then we have a heater in there as well. Obviously nothing's plugged in right now. It is summertime here in North Carolina, so we do not need the additional heat. Hey bud, you want to say hello to everybody? This guy is super friendly, and he actually is adopted and will be going to his new home here in just a few weeks. And this is Cooper over here. Cooper had a bladder stone last year that we had removed. Y'all can go back and watch our video on that. But Cooper's spicy. It's still pretty early, so he's chilling, but he is a spicy dude. He's incredibly territorial and does not like it when we are in his enclosure, and he will let us know by trying to come after us and ramming us in the legs. So each one of them has different personality, which is pretty cool, and their shells all look different as well. You see he's got a cool flare to his shell. Hey buddy, if he gets any closer to the camera, he will probably try to bite it. What do you think? And then all of those white lines all around his shell here means that he is still growing. He's just a young lad. These guys can live up to over 100 years old. All right, Cooper, you're distracting me. I have to get to work. Pan, you're also distracting me. Dogs. Mug, should we get to work? All right, let's get to work. All right, here with an update. We've been at this, by we I mean me, for about an hour now, and in true me form decided, you know what? Let's just tackle this whole project all at once. So my scope just got incredibly large, but that's okay. Show y'all Rawhide. He decided to come out, and as you can see, his enclosure is not tall enough. He is trying his darndest to climb out. So we're gonna go ahead and build his winter enclosure while I'm here. It'll just be easier. So I'm really gonna take up just about all of this space here. We have another doghouse that I'm gonna put right here for Rawhide and get rid of his whole shade setup and everything. He'll be able to go into his doghouse then and take most of, if not all of this. Do you need to talk to everybody? I heard you grumbling. You got any words? For those of you who do not know, Rawhide came to us as a stray, and at one point, I promise y'all this is a Sulcata tortoise, at some point in his life he was most likely chewed on by a dog. You can see he's missing the top of his shell here, and this is all deformed to some degree, and then he's also missing over here over top of that back left foot. But he's got a great personality. He eats like crazy, loves to make lots of noises, and we're gonna build you a bigger enclosure here, buddy. All right, get back to work, Katie. Here we go. Oh, and I have been fighting fire ants because it's North Carolina and it's fire ant season. And last week I got bit all over my knee. This week I've been bit on my feet a couple of times, and I refuse to wear shoes in the summer here because it is so hot. My feet get really hot. And then I just am sweaty the whole time and it's just not enjoyable. So, and even if I had shoes on, it wouldn't matter. I'd still get bit. So anyway, I've stepped in 2 piles of fire ants already today in my sandals. So life is good. We're working hard, but hey, it's real. This is real life, and I want to show y'all what real life looks like. If you need to set up a quick enclosure, these work really well. What are you doing, buddy? Hamming it up. As a nice temporary enclosure setup. Oh, did you guys hear him? I hope you heard him. I know, bud. I'm building you a bigger enclosure. Okay. Anyway, these work great for a temporary enclosure, but you really have to reinforce them because these guys are strong, and you really do want to make these boards taller so that they can't even try this. All right, buddy, it's time to get back to work. Oh, here's a good comparison. So you see the top of his shell, he's missing all of that. And you can see on Sir Cooper, he's got all of that flare. And there's the difference between 2 shells. The camera is trying to auto-rotate on me and it's not working. Stop. There we go. All right, back to work. All right, it is now about 2:15, and I couldn't not go a little too big, so Rawhide is still hanging out in his enclosure. He's telling me all the things, but this will be his new enclosure here. These are 6 foot tall boards, or long rather, and then they're 6 inches wide, so this will be 18 inches tall. And those are just fence posts, fence boards, privacy fence boards. And I like to go a little overboard, so these got screws here, and then I go 2 screws per board. I don't know that it's really necessary, But these guys are strong, and you'd rather just over-engineer everything for them than under-engineer. Right, buddy? So then I have these old fence pasture boards, so I'm going to put those here and then finish up as enclosure on this side. And then here I'll build the new enclosure, which is what I started out to do to begin with, but it felt like it didn't make any sense to just do this without also going ahead and expanding all of this at the same time. By doing so, then I'll be able to connect this new enclosure to Rawhide's enclosure, which was the whole idea behind it. A little additional work up front, but makes a ton of sense to do it. Because it's now 2 o'clock, everybody is out and about and way more active. Cooper is cutting flips in his enclosure. Watch out, buddy. As you can see, hands over here. Yep. And there's Artemis. Gotta step over. Uruguay's here. And then Thor. This is our big guy. You can see size-wise, he's a large dude. You gonna follow me? I don't have anything for you. And then over here is the old married couple. She's splooting away. Hey, girlfriend. This is Franklin. She's our Michigan girl. Where's your boyfriend? Is he hanging out? He's hanging out in the house. I don't know if you guys can see. There he is. And tortoises poop in their house wherever they sleep to increase the humidity. It's gross, but it is what it is. And I'll be changing out everybody's water here this afternoon as well. They pee and poop in their water, so we have to clean it out every couple of days. And with it being so hot here, it doesn't take long for the water to get pretty gross. Alright, time to get back to work. Yeah.
You have a dog.
We do. We have 2 dogs.
Can I go pet him?
Giant one.
I'll bring them out once we're done videoing. How's that sound?
Yes.
Alright.
Now the dog is definitely bigger than you.
So,
The dog's as tall as me.
we've got a fair amount done. I've got the back wall started, the side wall. Rawhide is
Standing up like this.
definitely ready to be out of the enclosure. I had to stop for a little while because we had somebody come over to do an estimate for us on a project we're working on at the sanctuary. And then we had some friends show up who wanted to see the tortoises. And we have a special guest. Come on over here. Let's go this way. Who's going to give us some fun facts. He said he didn't learn anything today. You don't want to be on this video at all? Oh, you don't want to give any facts? Okay, he says he doesn't want to give any facts, but he didn't learn anything today because he already knew all of the things. But, all right, tell everybody what your name is.
No.
What's your name?
Camera shy? I don't think that's your name.
It's all right. I'll just video Thor. Tell us what your name is. I'm videoing Thor, but they can hear you. What is your name?
Thor?
No, not his name, your name.
I don't know.
You don't remember what your name is?
I do. I don't.
All right. Well, tell
I've
us.
never been on a video before.
That's okay.
You just say your name.
That's what makes it even better.
Now we'll talk. We're gonna
Thor looks like he's got some toilet paper hanging down. Which tortoise was your favorite today?
Thor.
Thor? How
this
come?
one?
Why is Thor your favorite? Because I can say I've met Thor before.
As you can say, you've met Thor. Do you remember how much Thor weighs?
Like 130 to 120.
About 120, 130 pounds.
Yes.
Which one makes all the noise? Do you remember? you remember what this guy's name is? No. This is Rawhide. What was your favorite thing you saw or learned today?
You don't know?
Adults, what was your favorite thing you saw or learned today?
How long turtles can live.
How long turtles can live. And do you remember, Mom, how long they can live?
100 years.
All right, over 100 years.
Yeah.
Leo,
Yes, ma'am.
what was your favorite thing you learned today?
That you have a husband and wife couple over here, but the husband's a little puny and the wife doesn't mind.
The wife doesn't mind. Do you remember how long our husband and wife have been together?
20 years.
20
years.
years. It would be just like a man and a woman for the man not to remember and the woman to know.
Yep.
Yeah, that's about accurate.
Wow, a little man shaming already.
All right, I'm gonna get back to the next video. Y'all will see, hopefully, will be me being done with this project over here, and Rawhide will be in his new enclosure. I'm not putting in the house here today. The house is over there, and I was gonna do it all by myself, but the wrong attachment is on the tractor, and I definitely need John to help me with that, and that is way too heavy for me to pick up without the tractor. So it's still summer, so he doesn't need his house just yet, but we will definitely be attaching that to his enclosure in the coming weeks. It is now 4:30, and that is how you make a 3-hour-long project take all day. I got you guys. Follow me for more tips and advice. Anyway, Rawhide is trying his darndest to get out, but his new enclosure is built. He just doesn't even know it. He has been watching me. He doesn't know what's happening. So let's give him his new space. Bye. So there you have it, y'all. Rawhide has his new enclosure. Again, this is not permanent, and obviously this is summer. We'll put his winter house together, but he can sleep in there and hang out. He'll also be able to turn around and come back out. Now, he is a Sulcata. All these guys are Sulcatas, and Sulcatas are notoriously big diggers. If we were in a location where our soil was really soft, I would absolutely recommend, well, he's not coming back out. There we go. Let's go get Cooper so you guys can at least watch Cooper while I talk and don't have to look at me. So, there's Coop. We have really rocky soil, So when the tortoises try to dig here, they don't go very far. So you can see Cooper tried to dig at one point right here. He didn't get very far. We also are up under the trees a bit, and at one point Cooper tried to dig here, and we have lots of tree roots. Hey bud. Yeah, now he will ram me, so I'm gonna get out of his enclosure. So yes, if you have a tortoise who would dig, I would recommend putting in rebar. We have rebar just helping secure that. Hey buddy. But I would do rebar every 18 inches or so all the way around the perimeter of the enclosure. Depending on the size of your tortoise, you want it to be just a little bit more narrow than whatever size your tortoise is currently. Then they would not be able to dig out of their enclosure. He turned himself around. He's going to come back out. And because this is not permanent, I did not dig these posts into the ground. I dug this one just a tiny bit, but it was pretty hard to do so because it hit a bunch of roots. So I'm just going to use that extra cement piece for added support. But these guys are strong. They will push against the side of your fence, especially if they can see out. So you see that they cannot see out of these enclosures. And this is an okay height. I've got to find another one of these pasture fences and add another one. I don't like leaving it this low for him, since I do know that he likes to see out. But there's one of our guys. Hey buddy. Hope you enjoy your new enclosure, Rawhide. And thank you guys for watching as I worked through my day. And the two other tortoises are still coming tomorrow, so I guess I'm gonna wrap it up for tonight. But I'm going to use this space now for the two other tortoises. So you can see, and I did this intentionally, because now I can use this wall of Rawhide's new enclosure as the wall for the next two enclosures. All right, I'm gonna go clean out some tortoise water pans and call it a night. Thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. This has been fun and sweaty.